Hello children, today we will be talking about the major political parties of India. So my dear children, we are going to analyze the ideologies of the major political parties of India. So dear children, according to the classifications, there are 6 major recognized political parties in India according to 2006. So dear children, first talk about the Indian National Congress. In short form, it is known as INC, or basically people they call it as Congress Party of India. So my dear children, this Congress Party, which played a very vital role during the freedom struggle movements of Indian society, after the independence also it played a important role in the Indian politics, as we see that during the leadership of the former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, the Congress Party had sought to build the modern secular democratic and republic in Indian society. And this Indian National Congress, it is the centrist party in its ideological orientations, and apart from that, as we see that this Indian National Congress, which gives more importance to the concepts of secularisms, and at the same time gives importance to the welfare of the weaker sections. As we see that, dear children, the Indian National Congress, which gives importance to economic reforms with a human face, and apart from that we see this Congress Party, which is considered one of the largest party of India, with having 145 members in its political party. And as presently this Congress Party is having an alliance, and its name is UPA, and its full meaning is United Progressive Alliance Coalitions. Apart from that, we have another major political parties in India, and its name is BJP, or which is called Bharatiya Janata Party. So this BJP was founded in 1980 by reviving the Bharatiya Jansangh. Then this BJP wants to build a strong as well as modern state by giving to the importance of the Indian ancient culture. It gives more importance to the primitive cultures, and it wanted to build a modern as well as the secular state by incorporating the Indian cultures here. Apart from that, my dear children, as we see that this Bharatiya Janata Party, which gives more importance to Hindutva concepts, and at the same time this Bharatiya Janata Party, they want to have full territorial as well as political integrations of Jammu and Kashmir in India, because as we see that according to Article 370, the Jammu Kashmir were given as very special status, and when this BJP came into power in 2019, they removed the Article 370 and they given Jammu Kashmir a fully political integrations in the Indian society. So my dear children, as we see that this Bharatiya Janata Party, they wanted to have a uniform civil code for all citizens who are living in the nations, irrespective of caste, creed and religions. Each and every citizens will be having a very uniform civil code. And apart from that, this Bharatiya Janata Party, which gives more importance to Hindutva culture, and it strictly banned the religious conversions in the nations. As we see that the Bharatiya Janata Party, who came into power in 1998, and it is known as the leader of the NDA government, and its full form is National Democratic Alliance. So my dear children, this BJP party is also played a very important role in the Indian societies as well as in the Indian politics. So dear children, as we are going to talk about the another political party, and its name is Bahujan Samaj Party, and its short form it is known as BSP. So this Bahujan Samaj Party, it was formed in 1984 under the leadership of Kansi Ram. And this Bahujan Samaj Party, which gives to the weaker sections of the society, and it used to represent and secure the power for the Bahujan Samaj. They are such as the Dalits, the Adivasi, the OBCs, as well as the religious minorities. So this Bahujan Samaj Party, it draws the inspirations of the ideas as well as the teachings of Sahu Maharaj, Mahatma Phule, Periyar, Ramaswamy Naicker, and also it gives more importance to the ideology of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So dear children, this BSP as well as the Bahujan Samaj Party, it used to stand for the peoples of the weaker sections, and it secured the welfare as well as the Dalit community. It used to stand for the Dalit. It used to stand for the oppressed community. It used to support the backward community, because this Bahujan Samaj Party, it wants to develop the backward classes in the society. That is why it is known as Bahujan Samaj Party, which gives more security to the power of Bahujan Samaj, which are including the Dalits, the Adivasi, the OBCs, as well as the religious minorities. So my dear children, as we see that this Bahujan Samaj Party, it is having more base in Uttar Pradesh, but its presence are found in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Delhi, as well as in Punjab. So this Bahujan Samaj Party, which has the prominent place in Uttar Pradesh, and in Uttar Pradesh it came into power by having the other supports of the political parties. So in Lok Sabha elections in 2004, this Bahujan Samaj Party got 5% of votes and secured nearly 19 seats in the Lok Sabha elections. So as we see here, my dear children, that Bahujan Samaj Party, who is really trying to uplift the backward classes in the society. Apart from that, we see another oldest party in India. Its name is Communist Party of India, which is strongly founded on the ideologies of Marxist. In short, it is known as CPIM. And this CPIM, or this Communist Party of India, it was founded in 1964. This CPIM, or this Communist Party, which gives more importance to the ideology of Marxism as well as the ideology of Leninism. This CPIM, or this Communist Party, it supports socialisms, secularisms, democracy, as well as it is opposing these imperialisms as well as the communalisms. So my dear children, since this CPIM strongly builded on the ideologies of Marxism and Leninism, So it is giving more importance to socialisms. It is giving more importance to society. It is giving more importance to secular ideas. At the same time giving importance to democracy and opposing the ideas of imperialisms as well as the communalisms, religious fights. So this CPIM or the Communist Party, it is having a strong support in West Bengal, Kerala as well as in Tripura, and mostly the CPIM or the Communist Party, it is found among the poor peoples, among the laborer, among the factory workers, among the farmers, and it used to support all these poor sections of the society. This Communist Party, it used to give more importance to social justice, and it gives always importance to the weaker sections and supports the social justice in the society, and it is always against the injustice which are happening against the poor peoples. So dear children, as we see the Communist Party, which is allowing the foreign capitals and goods into the country, because it supports the new economical policy. And as we see that this Communist Party of India, which is having the prominent role in West Bengal, and without having a break, it was in power in West Bengal for nearly 30 years. Then in 2004 elections, dear children, it has nearly 6% of votes and it owned nearly 43 seats in Lok Sabha elections. And currently this CPIM is supporting the Congress Party and it is part of UPA government. Apart from that, my dear children, when the split happened within this Communist Party, as we see that there is another political party, its name is Communist Party of India. The Communist Party of India, it was formed in 1925 and it also believes in the policy as well as in the ideology of Marxism as well as in Leninism. It supports secularism as well as democracy, and always it is siding with the poor peoples, siding with the weaker sections of the society, and this CPI will become very weak after this split which happens within the Communist Party in 1964. So my dear children, when the split happened within this Communist Party, the CPIM was formed in 1964. So dear children, the CPI, it was having very prominent roles as well as it was having a significant presence in West Bengal, in Kerala, in Punjab, Andhra Pradesh as well as in Tamil Nadu. So the CPI, it got nearly 1.4% of votes and nearly 10 seats in the 2004 Lok Sabha. In 2004 Lok Sabha, they secured nearly 1.4% of votes and it got nearly 10 seats in this 2004 Lok Sabha. Then it is advocating the coming together of left parties to build a very strong left front, and it is currently supporting the Congress parties which are part of the UPA government, which is known as the United Progressive Alliance. Apart from that, my dear children, another major political parties which we see in India, that is known as the National Congress Party. In short, it is called NCP. So this National Congress Party, it was formed in 1999 when the split happened within the Congress Party. So just like the Congress parties, the National Congress Party is also having the ideologies, or it is supporting the ideology of democracy, Gandhian secularisms, equity, social justice, as well as the concepts of having federalism structures. So as we see that the National Congress Party, it is very actively present in Maharashtra, Meghalaya, as well as in Assam. So in these states, this Congress Party, which is significantly present here. Apart from that, my dear children, this Congress Party, which is having an alliance within the Congress Party, because as we see that this Congress Party, the National Congress Party, which was separated from the Indian National Congress in 1999, and this formed another political party called the National Congress Party. As it is been supporting the Indian National Congress Party, and it is having an alliance with the UPA government and supporting the Indian National Congress. So my dear children, in today's topic, as we have discussed about the 6 major political parties of India. So in these major political parties of India, we see the different ideologies, and within these different ideologies, they are inspiring the peoples, gaining the supports of the peoples, coming into power, ruling the society, and they are trying to develop the nations. So here already we have discussed that all these 6 national parties, which are having a very prominent role in the Indian societies, they are trying to develop the Indian society, trying to develop the weaker sections, and they are implementing the concepts of democracy within the party itself, and they are trying to have the concepts of development in this Indian society. So my dear children, these are the ideologies which we have discussed, and all these ideologies which are formed in the political parties, and based on that ideologies, they are actively working in the Indian society, and apart from that, they are trying to develop the society. So thank you so much for listening to me.